We're told that 3 to the power a is 1 over 9. We're told that 3 to the power b is 9 root 3. And we're told that 3 to the power c is 1 over root 3. And we need to work out the values of a, b, and c. So we need to work out the indices so that we can add them together. So 3 to the power a is 1 over 9. Well, I can think of that 9 as 3 squared. I know that 9 is the same thing as 3 squared. Now, because that 3 squared is on the denominator, I could move it to the top to be with a negative power. 3 to the power minus 2 is the same thing as 1 over 3 squared. These are the same thing. So by writing it that way, I can see that a is minus 2. So we know the a value. That's good. We'll come back to that in a minute. Let's now think about the b value. So we've got 3 to the power b. Now we've got a 9 there, which again, I can think of this 9 as being 3 squared. And that's being multiplied by this root 3. Now when we're dealing with indices, I know a square root can be written as 3 as a power of a half. Root 3 is the same thing as 3 to the power of 1/2. Now, when I'm multiplying, I'm going to add the powers together. So 2 plus 1/2 is 5 over 2. If you're not sure about that, let me just show a bit of rough working out. The 2 is the same thing as 4 over 2. And so when you add the half, you get 5 over 2. 2 plus a half is 2.5 or 2.5, which is the same thing as 5 over 2. Anyway, the point is that now we can see that the b is equal to 5 over 2. So we've worked out b now. Finally, c. Again, we've got this square root of 3, which, remember a moment ago, we said we can write that as 3 to the power of 1/2. And because that's on the denominator, I could move that to the numerator to be a negative power. 1 over 3 to the power of a half is the same thing as 3 to the power of minus 1/2. Which means that I can now write down that c is equal to minus 1/2. And we've now got the values of a, b, and c, so I can now add them together. Minus 2 plus 5 over 2, or 2.5, minus 1/2. So basically we've got minus 2.5 plus 2.5. We get 0 after all of that hard work.